it was early doors as well. The baby just woke up. And she breastfed him. It was probably like 9 months.
9 months?
No, it's not about remember it. You had to
you stopped for her. You stopped for her to feed. I was trying to do my thing, and then you went, so you stopped. So obviously she breastfed. She was there for a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, I was even trying to.
I know.
She was like, stop. Yo.
Wow.
Your nigga need to go to jail.
You are a sicko.
Is it me? Am I the sicko or is she the sicko? How?
Too much media.
Welcome to Too Much Media.
Too much media.
Too much.
Have fun. Too much media.
Okay, hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I wanted to do a follow-up on my Pickme series. Like I want to extend this. I'm gonna make a playlist about my Pickme series / decentering men series and like just different topics and stuff as I talk about them more. But today I'm doing what's it called? Signs of male pick-me's. So I'm gonna break down some warning flags and signs so you can tell quickly when you find a male pick-me, because I feel as though the internet warns us about female pick-me's up, down, round, and center. Like it's very obvious of what a female pick-me looks like. They're not subtle. I feel like men, they get away with being a pick-me so much more, and it's dangerous out here to not be able to tell apart a normal man from a pick-me man, okay? And you know what triggered me to a male pick-me, honestly, this video is in honor of a male pick-me, because my last video in my pick-me series was about how men are pick-me's too, not just women. And a man is gonna get into my comment section and has the nerve, and you know what, mind you, another reason I want to bring this up is because this just shows you the difference between male pick-me's and female pick-me's, because at least female pick-me's can take accountability. At least they know that when we're all dissing them and dragging them, there's nothing they can say because it's the truth, Women take accountability. Men, they like to sit and complain, and they never want to hear the truth about themselves. This man is going to get into my comments. The title of the video is Why Men Are the Biggest Pick-me's. And he's going to get in the comments and say, damn, this is probably why you don't get no now. Mind you, he can't even spell. He says now views. Do something with your life. I'm like, raggy? First of all, you can't spell the difference between no and now. Okay, well, this is how low IQ male pick-me's are. And I feel like the fact that he would comment that is a sign of a male pick-me. Because if you weren't a pick-me, you would just see the video, not like my talking points, and then move on with your life. Male pick-me's, that's a big sign you're going to notice about male pick-me's. They got time. Oh my God, they got too much time. It's like, how do you have enough hours in the day to watch content you don't like? How do you have enough hours in the day to constantly argue with women? Sign number one that you can figure out if a man is a pick-me, he loves to argue with women. If a man is arguing with women every day, all night, from noon to night, every day, that's all he does is find women to argue with about stupid shit. That's a male pick-me. Because a man who's not a pick-me is out there busy trying to make shit shake, trying to make some money, trying to make the economy go around, trying to talk about the political and socioeconomic state of the world. Shout out to Jaden Smith. Shout out to Jaden Smith. And that's on everything. That's on everything I love. Like, what? So if you see a man and he's one of those men who's always arguing with a woman, who's always finding somebody to have turmoil with, who's always trying to find somebody to nitpick at, or even when he likes a woman, that's his way of getting in with her. He goes up to her and tries to like nag her and bother her and try to make her, get emotionally moved and stuff. That's a male pick-me, because a man who is not a pick-me would just actually pursue a woman in a normal way. Why are you thinking that the way that you need to the only way that the only way you could get this woman's attention is by bothering her. So you do everything you can to like nitpick at her. So then that way you can at least get a reaction from her, because you know if you actually try to pursue her in a real way, she would diss you, and that's the biggest fear you're like. That's the second one sign of a male pick. Scared of rejection. Okay, if a man is scared of rejection, where that's his biggest nightmare, and so therefore he never goes for what he wants, he never pursues the things he wants in life, he just always tries to make it seem like he doesn't want it. It's like, this will be the type of guy who will try to pursue you, and then after that he'll be like, oh, I ain't even want her, she ugly anyway, that's why she built like that, that's why that's why she got that nappy head, that's why he'll just start saying all these insults towards you when you were just trying to holler. Like, what? That's the second sign of a male pick me. They're very they're just very irritating parts of the world that we have to deal with. I second them to cockroaches, honestly. Another sign of a male pick me is they want you to chase, okay? This is the type of man who's like, will pursue you in the beginning, but then will try to make different ways to make it seem like you're running after them. So like they'll text you, but they'll only text you like from time to time, or like they'll try to breadcrumb you basically, right? Or like they'll be like, want you to go somewhere, but they'll be like, oh, you decide where we're gonna go. Oh, they just will always try to make it seem like they'll always try to have a way where it's like you're chasing them instead of them chasing you. If a man is a pick me, that's how he is. He's gonna try to gaslight a woman into chasing him. That's a sign of a male pick me. Because you want to be careful of that one too, because you will really think that, everything's good and dandy, but then he's gonna try to make you chase him, and the minute he does that, that's when you bow out. That's when you realize you've accidentally stumbled upon a pick me and you need to run for the hills, okay? Don't chase these niggas. Or gentlemen. Sorry. Let's talk a little proper. Okay. Ooh, another sign of a male pick me is they start treating their girl better when they see other women around. So I talked about this recently with the lady with the dog food. Oh God, that lady, bro. She turned, you can say what you want about her, but she turned the internet around 180. Like, she had us in shambles. But yeah, it's like, okay, this is an example, like you'll be out or whatever and you'll see a man and you'll just be minding your black owned business, your black owned beautiful black woman business, and you come around a man and his girl, right? Before that, the man is like basically ignoring that girl, right? He might have his head in the clouds, he's on his phone, he's doing whatever. He sees you, his eyes will widen, and then all of a sudden you'll see him like put his arm around his girl. All of a sudden you'll see him like pick her bag up for her. All of a sudden you'll see him just caress her in some sort of way. So that is a sign of a male pick me. Men know that other women don't respect men who don't treat women correct, especially the woman that you're claiming is your girl. So this type of male pick me will want to have an outside exterior like reputation for being a good guy. He'll want to have this reputation for being like a seemingly, caring boyfriend or husband or whatever, because he knows that if his reputation is that he was a good guy in the relationship and then the relationship ends, then he'll have more options once the relationship is over. Trust me, if he's a male pick me, he's waiting for the opportunity for something better to come along so that he can leave this relationship. So for him, it's like the whole reason he's even in a relationship is marketing. It's like, yeah, I need to make sure that people see that I am a relationship worthy, and also when I'm in a relationship, I'm a really good guy to be in a relationship. So then that way other women will want me. So whenever no one's watching, he shows his true colors. He ain't shit. He just be sitting around doing nothing. He's literally just waste of space. But then as soon as he sees other women around or somebody who he cares about his opinion, all of a sudden he'll switch up and he'll start to try to treat his girl good, even though she never experiences good treatment. All she ever experiences is this useless waste of space. But as soon as he sees an attractive woman that he would like to pursue or a man that he looks up to, he'll suddenly start to treat his woman well. That's a sign of a male pick me. Another sign of a male pick me, can't take constructive criticism. That's back to my first point of that man in my comments of my last men are the biggest pick me's video, talking about this is why you don't get views. Nigga, you're one of my views. What are we talking about right now? How are you going to say I'm not getting views while viewing me? That's what didn't make sense to me about the comments. Because it's like, you're not only are you in my views, but you're also in my comments. You even engaged with the content. How is this, like, make it make sense, huh? Like, I don't understand these male pick-me's. The scariest part about them is like their backwards brain patterns, like how they can't even they can't even follow a train of thought. That's one thing you're going to notice about male pick-me's too. They can't follow their own trains of thought. And that's the thing. And these type of male pick-me's who can't take criticism, the minute they hear you criticizing men or they hear you criticizing like their gender or something that has anything to do with them, mind you, you're not even talking about them. You don't care what they think. You don't care anything about them. You're just speaking in generalities. They'll suddenly come, oh, you're wrong because they always feel personally attacked by any comment or any small thing because they want to get picked. So anytime you say something that they feel like applies to them, even if it has nothing to do with them, they're always going to be coming and trying to take that on as their own. Because they can't take criticism because you're ruining their chances at getting picked. Oh my God, you can't say that because like, shut up. Damn, no one was going to pick you, no way. So it don't matter. Why are you even arguing with me? Because you can't take criticism. If you were smart, you would have listened up, open your big daft ears and listen to what I'm saying and then fix up. Like, what is wrong with y'all? Next sign of a male pick me. They love to objectify women. To a pick me, women are just objects of like an accessory. Women are just like something that they use to get picked. Because at the end of the day, when you are a pick me in the society we live in today, you're trying to get picked by the patriarchy. So male pick me's oftentimes, they don't really care about being picked by women. They're wanting to be picked by women stems from wanting to be picked by men. So they know that men respect men with women. So that's the only reason that they want women around. But in all honesty, their true pursuits are being picked by a man. They might as well just bend over. Okay? So for a male pick me, they're going to take women as objects. They're never going to actually care about women's feelings. They're never going to actually care about women's humanity in any way. They're never going to care about women's problems or what the things that women go through. Every time they see women, they're just going to be like, oh yeah, shoddy. Like you'll hear them talk a lot like that. Like shoddy, hoe, bitches, like all those type of words. Like they don't think that women are actual people. To them, you're not a person unless you're a man. Everything outside of a man, as in women and children, are just filler space that are supposed to be used to present yourself as a man. It's just a man's accessories. It's like, oh yeah, I have kids. That just proves that my sperm works. Oh yeah, I got a wife. That just proves that I exist. Because I'm a man, I just earn a woman just by existing. My whole breathing and life, I just have a woman because that's what they're here for, to be next to me. You know, that's how they think, okay? Next sign of a male pick me. Likes to share his sexual pursuits. That is one of gonna be your biggest signs of a male pick me. If he's always talking about his sex life, if he's always mentioning the next girl that he got, if he's always talking about how he's doing this and how he's doing that with this girl, how this girl did this with him, how that girl is like this in bed, and this is what he spent his last Saturday night doing, and this is how he plans to get this next girl, and da-da-da-da-da. If he's always trying to make it clear that he has an active sex life and try to make it clear what type of woman he goes for, he not talking to no bitch unless she got this, that going on. She better have her own crib. She better have she better yeah, that's a pick me. Because why do you care that we know what you're doing in a private place? Like what? that is very weird and disgusting behavior. We don't want to know about your sex life. Like, please shut up. Like, ugh. I've encountered a lot of pick-me men like this who love to talk about their sex life and think that no one wants to talk about anything other than their sex life. Like, the minute they walk through the door, it's the first thing they say, oh yeah, look at this bad bitch that I done talked to. Oh yeah, look. Oh yeah, yesterday I was da-da-da-da and I had her here and I did this and I did that. It's just like, this is gross. What's wrong with you? And that goes back to them objectifying women. It's like their sexual pursuits are for them just something that they do. And it just makes you wonder too. It's like, do you even actually like sex or like sex with women? Like, are you seeking something else? Like, who are you telling this to for? Like, why are you telling us this? It feels as though maybe it's like a thing is like they don't even enjoy the sex, but they need something to talk about. Like, they need proof that they're having sex. So they're just finding women to have sex with so that other people know that they're having sex. Is very creepy. And if you see a man who talks often about his sexual pursuits and what his sex life looks like and stuff like that, that is a sign of a male pick-me. Run for the hills. Like, it's not gonna be enjoyable. It's gonna be horrible because he's only there to tell other people that he did it. Okay? Next one. Okay, another sign of a male pick-me is he overly cares about his looks. Now, don't get me wrong, we love a man who's well groomed, and men should care about their appearance and like how their cleanliness is and stuff. Honestly, we need more men to care about that. It's actually a problem. But if he cares about his looks to like the nth degree, where he's like constantly talking about it, where like, just think of a fashion nigga, okay? If a nigga likes fashion, he's a pick me. I don't care. There's going to be a pick-me man in my comments again. I just know it. Like, if he likes fashion, he's a pick-me, okay? If he's like overly cares about his like, let me not say calorie intake because it's like some of them have like, sports attached to it and stuff like that. But honestly, a lot of those things like athletic men are a lot of times pick-me's. Like athletes are a lot of times pick-me's. Fashion niggas are all pick-me's. There's not a single fashion nigga who's not a pick-me. Those like bodybuilding type, like excessively in the gym types, they're pick-me's. What else type of person who like overly cares about their looks are usually pick-me's? Oh my God, musicians are the biggest pick-me's. Oh my God, it's actually aggravating how much of a pick-me musicians are. Like, all of these signs that I've been telling you, you will never find a musician who doesn't have them, and they're flaky too. Like, don't trust musicians. Yeah, like if he just always cares about his look, like he's always in the mirror, he's always, worried about what somebody thinks about him, and his insecurities lie on his looks a lot, like he's just always worried about it and stuff like that. It's like after a while, like you gotta like kind of just understand that you look how you look and keep it pushing, you know what I'm trying to say? So when a man is overly caring about his looks and stuff like that, and he's highly insecure about his looks, he's a pick-me. Like, I'm gonna bring the dog food lady back into the equation. Like, you see how in the crumble cookie reviews, he constantly like looking into the camera. He's like, oh my God, edit that out. Da-da-da. Even she's not doing that. He's over there talking about some, oh my God, edit that out. Because he's worried about what people see him as. He's worried about how he looks and this, that, and the third. Why do you care? You're already married with a child. Move on. What people think about how you look don't matter no more. You found your life. Your life is done. We've written your script. Just finish it out. Oh, out of here. Damn. I'm so sick of these pick-me ass niggas. But yeah, if he cares about his looks too much, girl, run. He's coming to ruin your life. Okay. Another sign of a pick-me man, he compares women often, okay? If he's always sitting around talking about female topics, this is, I'm going to give you a perfect example. Young Thug, okay? If he's a young thug-alicious ass nigga sitting down on the floor, whoop-de-doo. Bro, I literally crack myself up. But like, if he's a young, thug-alicious ass nigga, and all he likes to do is sit around comparing women, watch out, talking about some watch out. Like, nigga, you in her DM talking about some watch out. Like, yes, if he, like, that's what, Isn't Thug hitting all my points right now? That's a pick me ass nigga. That's why, like. Oh my god. But like, if he's always just sitting around talking about this girl and that girl, like he dang near gossips more than women, talking about some, oh yeah, this girl's bad, but her problem is that she's too dark. Oh, this girl's cute, but she don't got no ass. Oh, this girl's cute, but I don't like how her hair texture is. Da-da-da. If he's sitting around talking about women all the time, yeah, that's a pick me, okay? He's just like the pick me girls. Isn't that what we say that the pick me girls do? Is that they're always gossiping, talking shit about other women, comparing themselves to women, da-da-da-da-da. Like a pick me man is gonna have very similar traits to a pick me woman. After a while, like these pick me's, one thing you have to realize is it transcends gender. We can't keep talking about pick me women. These men are bigger pick me's than the woman. You can see a pick me woman from a mile away, but then we see a pick me man in front of our face and we just close our eyes. Young Thug on the damn phone talking about some he like nigga, he kicking his feet together. He probably even looking at his nails as he talks. Like what? Like he probably got a nail file in his hand. Like these men are pick me's. Like we have to just understand that. But like if you see a man and he compares women, like, oh yeah, she was cute, but da-da-da-da. Like if he's just always talking about women, that is a pick me. Oh, another sign of a pick me that I almost forgot to mention is if he. I feel like this goes to objectifying women, but if he thinks that his financial status is the only reason he doesn't get women. So, you know, these type of men, they want to sit down and argue with you about high value men, high value women, da-da-da-da. If he's sitting around always trying to talk about a high value man and a high value woman, he is a pick me, okay? If he's sitting around talking about some, oh, if he had this much money, he knows that his girl wouldn't leave if he cheated. He knows that da-da-da-da, that his financial state is that all women care about is money and da-da-da-da. If a man thinks that all women care about is money, he's a pick me, okay? Because anybody who knows even half a thing about women knows they don't care about nothing. You will find a homeless man with a woman, okay? You will find a disabled man with a woman who will take care of him to his deathbed. You will find every type of man that exists. There's a stupid woman who will sit around talking about she's there for love. Okay? Women are delusional. Women don't care about money when you feed them the right fantasy. Okay? Women are easily bamboozled. Like, to sit around and talk about women are only around men for like resources and for money and this, that, and the third. It's like, what resources? Y'all don't got shit, bro. Like, the biggest resource in the world is a womb. The most important resource that exists is a womb. So unless a man can give you a womb, he's honestly useless. That's why you're supposed to ask for other stuff. Is because he doesn't have anything to give you that's really of value, but you can try to see if you can find something that will make it worthwhile to you. But women don't care about that type of stuff. So if he's a pick me, that he usually doesn't know anything about women and he objectifies them. So all he ever fantasizes about and dreams about is like dogging women out, basically. If he's a pick me, he just dreams of being able to cheat and being ain't shit and just treating women like the bottom of his shoe. But he's a pick me, so he needs a woman around and he doesn't have enough resources to be able to dog women out. So he has to treat them nice, but he fantasizes about having the resources to be able to dog women out. So he's always talking about high value men and high value women and who can do what and who can't do what. If he sits around and talks like that, he is a pick me. All he does is fantasize. He just lives in a fantasy land. Okay. Last sign that he's a pick me, he has shallow pursuits, okay? If he's always, like I said, like dreaming of having a lot of money just so he can dog women out, dreaming of being on Love Island. If a nigga tells you he wants to be on Love Island, girl, run. run, 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 run. If a nigga tells you he wants what's it called? Like just little stupid shallow stuff, right? If he wants to be like a rapper. Oh my God. Yeah, but if he wants to be like on reality TV, or if he wants to like, you know, what else is stupid stuff that men always think that is important? Oh my God. If he wants to build his social media following on Instagram, like for pictures and stuff, if he wants to like, what's it called? Like if he just wants to do goofy stuff that usually are stuff that women want to do, like he's a pick me. He's a pick me. He's just like the girls. He's just one of us, honestly. You should just hee with him, Kiki. Talk about something. Yeah, But yeah, that's the end of my rant. But to the pick-me's who's gonna be in my comments, I don't care.
Too much media.
Welcome to Too Much Media.
Too much media.
Too much
Have fun.
Too much media.